Hey. Get a cup that's really unsanitary.
What you doing?
Deciding the fate of my life right now?
Cool. Oh, great party last night, huh?
Yeah.
Why so many?
So many what?
Cookies.
Fortune cookies?
Yeah.
I had a dream last night. I spoke to God and he said that my entire life will be dictated by my next fortune cookie. I don't know if it's because I had Chinese food before I went to bed, but I woke up and I bought 237 fortune cookies.
237.
Yeah. Something about 1 plus 1 being the first possible addition of positive numbers, and then 3 being the first prime number, and 7, well, being my lucky number. The 3 and 7 are also the first 2 lucky numbers according to a 1955 paper by Gardner, Lazarus, Metropolis, and Ulam. Number theory.
Sounds foolproof.
Has to be. My life depends on it.
What did God look like?
Well, you know God, he doesn't really show his face and all that. I think if I was just able to remember, like my brain might get erased, you know, from like the omnipotence of God, or like explode. I don't know. I just rather just focus on these fortune cookies right now. They're in front of me and I need to be opening.
Hey.
Hey. Get a cup that's really unsanitary.
What are you guys doing?
Deciding the fate of his life. Right now.
Cool. Can I have one?
That could potentially be very dangerous.
Yeah. God came to me in a dream. I'm the fortune cookie prophet.
It's a lot of cookies.
237.
1 plus 1 being the first possible additive, 3 being the first prime number, and 7 is the lucky number.
3 and 7 are also the first 2 lucky numbers according to a 1955 paper by Gardner, Metropolis, Lazarus, and Ulam.
Mm-hmm. Number theory.
Yep.
Rad.
Unsanitary.
237 fortune cookies, and one of them holds my destiny.
Cool.
Do you think that if we're here with you, like because you're the prophet and all that our lives will then be dictated by the fortune cookie? Or like would we decide your fate?
No. I think with the prophet, he's the only one that gets the gift.
I think she's right.
Who are you, by the way?
Victoria crashed after the party.
Oh,
Forgot about that.
heard it was great.
Yeah.
Is there any Chinese food left?
What if you don't open a fortune cookie today?
That's a really good question.
That's a really good question.
I mean, maybe my life goes into this oblivious state where nothing else happens and I'm screwed and I die a horrible death.
Or the whole world ends? I mean, this is God that we're talking about here, okay?
The weight of the world on one cookie.
Oh Wait, hold on. Well, it's God, right? So he probably chooses every word for a reason. I mean, he said, my next fortune cookie. So, it doesn't have to be today.
What if you never opened another fortune cookie? Ever?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, don't you think it's better to know your future rather than not? Like if I open this fortune cookie, then I at least know what the rest of my life is gonna be, right? And if I don't, then it's this whirlwind of oblivion of nothing that I have to create for myself, which is very stressful. I mean, what if I get to the end of my life and I realize that I'm supposed to be a carpenter, and without this fortune cookie, I become a doctor, and I'm miserably married with illegitimate incest children.
You're studying art history.
No, but this is fate we're dealing with. I mean, it's nice that I have my fortune, my future right here in front of me, so I at least know what it is I'm doing. Like if it says, hey, you're gonna meet a girl, that's like my life right there, or if it says, hey, your life's about boldness and adventure, I gotta go out there and start, climbing mountains and stuff, that's my duty from God right there, man. I mean, that's I gotta take that really seriously.
It's really interesting.
Dude, I've had some really whacked out fortunes before, man. You might just want to go on not knowing. I mean, that's the joy of life. You're born and everyone gets their fortune cookie. But then, when they get to the end of their life, they never get to see it. But you have the opportunity to save this cookie. And when you get to the end of your life, you can open up this cookie and then suddenly realize, that was my life. Carpentering.
What kind of whacked out fortunes?
Oh man, you don't even want to know.
Well, what if you got one that said, today will probably be a huge improvement over yesterday? I mean, that means you'll be stuck in an eternal today where it's better than yesterday.
Or my todays are always better than my yesterdays, so my life improves day by day.
That's an interesting take on it.
I got one once that said, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Think about it, guys. Suddenly, you miss breakfast? You die, you know? Or worse, henceforth you live a life of morbid obesity.
I hate that word. I don't want to be fat. What do I do? What do I do? Maybe I should just kill myself. You know, like maybe. If it says I'm gonna fall in love with someone, will you be the one to fall in love with me?
Sure.
And James, if it kills me, you can have all my stuff.
Sweet.
And Victoria,
Godspeed.
You have to eat the cookie first, bro, before you read your fortune. It's good luck.
This is the best cookie I've ever had in my life.
That's a good sign.
Do you feel in love with me?
Yeah, kinda.
Do you feel dead?
I don't know, what does dead feel like?
You have to read the fortune for it to take effect.
I don't know if I can.
Then you'll be stuck in eternity of limbo.
So what do we do now?
Who wants Chinese?
Sounds good to me.